Welcome to Rise and Inspire.
We are
sugar.
here.
We made it. Another week, another day.
Okay, so I'm just doing a couple little things here.
Yeah. Let me introduce myself while you do that. I am Kelly. You'll find me on Instagram, Kelly_Patricia. And then on Facebook, you can just lose the underscore. And
Darcy Elizabeth. You can find me on Instagram at darcyelizabeth.co and on Facebook as just Darcy Elizabeth. Kelly and I are both health and wellness coaches, and we are just want to get out some of the information we have learned, get out there, and just really like build a community, because right now we need community.
We all need community, especially in like crazy times like nowadays, you know what I mean? When everything is so uncertain, the one thing you can get in check is the people you surround yourself with, then do it. Right. And by surround yourself, I mean virtually.
Yes. Everything is over Zoom, my friend.
And by in person, I mean not even close.
Yeah. You know what, though? Some friends I see more now because of FaceTime than like me and you, prime example. Yeah. We FaceTime more now than we probably ever have before.
Ever did. I know before when I used to see like my phone going off, someone call me, I'd like throw it. Like, oh my God, someone's actually calling me and not texting me. But now I'm like, oh, okay. So, someone wants to hang out.
Right. That's how close we're getting.
I won't throw my phone this time.
So today's topic is part 2 of All About the Books, and today is more focused on like goal crushing, entrepreneur kind of books.
Yeah, my favorite one we get to talk about finally.
Yeah. So first up, I'm going to get this shared. First, I do want to share this hat because one of the books I think we talked about today. This is from the Hollis Company, which is Rachel Hollis. A lot of people have been asking me about it. So yeah, here it is. It's cute.
Cute.
Okay, I'm going to mute myself, but I'm going to share that real quick.
She's so funny. We got noises, people, and that's what happens when you go live. It wasn't loud, if that's what you were thinking. Okay, perfect. We got the books. Ooh, okay, so business development books for today. We're going to talk about. So I have Mastering Your Mean Girl, Girl Stop Apologizing. My all-time favorite book ever is The 10 Times Rule. I'm actually listening to it right now for the 4th time. Fear is my homeboy. I know Darcy talks about this all the time. If you were in her Blissfully Fit group, then you'll definitely know about it. I'm actually just going to start that one definitely for the new year. On Yourself, I have that one. I have not read it. One of my favorite people, Vanessa, she has read it and she said it was like one of her all-time favorite books. And then Superfans, I can't read that one necessarily. I can't quite see it. Superfans, yeah, I haven't read that one, but I'm assuming Darcy has, and that's why it is on there, because she does more listening to personal development books than I do. Is it still going off? We can't hear her, but
Start with the 10x rule and then I'll jump in.
Okay. So anyway, the 10, yeah, I haven't actually read Girl Stop Apologizing, but I have heard really good things about it. And same with Mastering Your Mean Girl. I haven't read that one, but I'm sure Darcy has, so she'll be able to jump on here in a minute. So the 10 times rule, like I said, I'm now listening to it for the 4th time in a row. And I'm so obsessed with this book specifically because it makes you think outside the box. It pushes you to think in ways that you would never even dream about thinking. Like, for example, like I always thought I was pretty average of a person. And he really makes you think about labeling yourself as average and where that can take you if you really want to push more. It's all about taking action. He talks about just where like mediocre will leave you rather than like pushing yourself to what he calls massive action, which Darcy takes all the time. And he talks a lot about there's 4 different things of action. There's the do nothings, people who retreat, which I texted Darcy this morning. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm a retreater. There's normal degree of action, and then there's also massive action. So he really has you look at those and really ask yourself, like, how do I want to not only like present yourself in the world, but like, how do you want to accomplish things? You know what I mean? And what is the best way to get there? And how one of the things he talks about that I'm like obsessed with, because I would never even think to do this, is he's always saying like, push more. Like if you want to be seen in anything, because like we said, this is more like business type thoughts, or like if you're starting something or getting into something that you're not normally in your realm, not in your comfort zone, you really have to think outside the box here. So he's just all about, it's actually funny because one of the chapters is called Don't Be a Little beep, beep, beep. So that is just so funny. The people didn't want him actually putting that in there. So I'm not sure if it's actually, maybe you can shake your head on this one, Darcy.
I'm back.
You are back. Okay, yeah. Cool. I didn't know. Does he actually put that? Did you read the book or do you just listen to the audio on that one?
I have only listened to it.
Yeah, because I'm curious, like in the book, how he goes, the editors wouldn't let me label this chapter Don't Be a Little, you know what I'm saying? So I'm wondering, like in the actual book, like what is the name of the chapter?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure we can find it.
Yeah.
So for me, I've read the 10X Rule 4 times. Well, listen to it 4 times.
Yeah.
And the reason I keep going back to this one is because it does remind you, give 10X. Like it's not only do you want to like build up momentum, but with anything, workouts, are you giving your all into it? Are you making the most of it? And if you're going to act average, especially like think of your business, if you're going to act average, you're going to get average results.
Right.
So like for me, someone who, I'm really pushing my business, I got a group of coaches underneath me that I want to like really motivate and like push them. This is one thing I always bring up because you get what you put in, and it's hard. Like what we do it's hard.
Yeah.
And that's why it's good to go back to this one to remember, like, back up, let's go.
Right. And I like it because he says in the book, success doesn't happen to you. It happens because of you. Right. So it's always making you think like that, like goals, think big, dream big. And a lot of the times, like we play it safe, we're in the safe spot rather than like in this book, he explains like, yeah, playing it easy is actually too easy. Like you always want to set those goals. If you want to do like a post, like for instance, Darcy was saying we are health and wellness coaches, but when I first started my business and wanting to help people, I really wanted them to see me. Right. So he's saying like, if you post like once or twice, then like not necessarily like a day, but like a week, and then like you expect to be seen, like put 10 times more into that, like post every single day, if not twice, 3 times a day, post on this. You want to like, I know we're always so worried about like people talking crap about us, but if they're talking crap about us, they're talking about us.
And he says that.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, like, whether it's negative or positive, they're still talking about you, which means you're doing something right. And then your name gets out there, and then it just it's like a spiral effect. You know what I mean? So he always makes you push 10 times more than what you would ever even dream of. So if you've ever needed that push or something, just like you want to start something new, but you're so scared, like the fear is just holding you back. For one, go back and watch mine and Darcy's thing about fear, but also get into this book.
Yeah. So since we're talking about fear, let's jump into Fear is My Homeboy.
Yeah. So, and sorry.
This is actually my favorite. I don't know. 10X Rule I've read the most and I love the most. I do recommend, for instance, when I have a new person enroll with me, the first thing I do is have them buy this book, because in all, when you think about, when we have a dream, what is the biggest thing that gets in the way? Fear, right? Fear of failure, fear of what people think, fear of not being good enough, fear of being imposter. And Judy Holler, she was actually on this call last week that I was on, and she just really shows, like, if you don't ever step outside that fear, how are you going to get to where you want to be? Think about any successful person.
Yeah.
Even think about us in our weight loss journey. We had to really push outside that comfort zone to get the results we were looking for.
Get uncomfortable.
Get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Amen to that. Yeah, exactly.
And you've never read Fear is My Homeboy, right?
No, I have not, which I was telling them when you were out. I said, if you're in your Blissfully Fit group, then you've heard about it, but it's next on my list.
Yes, it's a good one. It's a good one.
Yeah.
And then Girls Stop Apologizing is a pretty popular one. I like that one. She just kind of reminds you that you do not need to apologize for who you are, for what you're doing, for, stepping outside of the box and, living the dream that you want to. Yeah. And I think, like, especially us that's in, social media marketing, that we're online a lot, there's a lot of kickback, right? We get a lot of kickback, we get a lot of opinions, and honestly, we don't have to apologize for being us.
No, I never have, and I never will.
Nope.
And
here I am in my got my hat. Like, today I feel like I'm so mismatched, but it's fine.
No, you totally match. You have like these bright pants on, which we saw when you got up to match your sports bra, and your hat matches your shirt. So I feel like it all pulls in.
Now, you have only read 10X Rule, right?
Out of all these, I have 3 of them, but I've only read the 10X Rule. I did, however, get this really cool. I did a Christmas in July with some of my accountability girls, and one of the gifts that I gifted my friend Vanessa was this calendar for your desk or whatever, and it was of the Unfuck Yourself one, but it was like different quotes every single day from the book.
Yep.
So I was reading some of those, and they just seemed so like exactly what I needed to hear.
Right. So I have read the Unfuck Yourself, and that one's really good with literally, as it says, getting out of your own head. As in, a lot of times we create these own scenarios in our head.
Yeah.
And I am so guilty of this.
I was going to say, ding, 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 ding.
Yeah. Like, I have like, oh, people are going to think this. And then I keep telling myself that so much, I start to believe it. And then I'm like, I'm not doing something because of, fear that people are thinking that, or fear that I'm not going to be good enough. So that happens a lot, right? Like when we are coaches and we're pursuing a goal, we're like, well, I can't meet that, so I'm just going to stop.
Yeah.
So he talks a lot about, like, get out of your own head. You're being your own worst enemy in this situation. Mm-hmm. And almost like you need to really grow up and take ownership of it and not do the whole like pity party. That's how I got out of it anyway.
Yeah. Maybe that's the next book I should read, since I own it.
True. That one's free because you already have it.
Yeah. I'm thinking that's where I need to go next. And then I'll do Fear is My Homeboy.
Right. So my recent book I have read is Superfans. If anybody is looking to grow a business online, they should read Superfans, because at the end of the day, matter what, that's what we're here for, right? We're here to empower others. We're here to make super fans. And he just talks about that it doesn't matter if you have 100 people or 10,000 people on your social media. It matters that if those 100 people you are giving good content to, you are making a priority, you are, because think about it in general. If you are pleasing one person, that one person is going to tell 10 people. Then those 10 people are going to tell 10 people. So when you show up and you create those super fans and you actually live and work for the people rather than just looking at the money, which I sometimes feel like people are so driven by hitting a certain rank, hitting a certain milestone, that they forget that, you know, you have actual people investing in you and you got to give back to them. And that's going to get you so much farther. And like, this was a really good book for me to read, because I was like just getting into a time where I just kept going with the emotions and, you know, not like totally giving back like I should be. So it's just a good way to remember that. Take care of your customers, grow with them, and like you're gonna get to where you want to be, kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I love that. And like I actually was going to mention earlier when I went live, but I forgot. It's so easy too to just like watch people's social media though, and just be like, oh, I want, like, I'll use as an example, I used to post like my workouts, like little Triller videos, right, of my workouts every day. And then, you know, people see that and they're like, oh, okay. So now I want to try to like do these programs too and lose weight, like thinking that's all that there is to it. And I was just showing them like a little clip when really it's like I needed to give them more of all the other stuff, because it wasn't, you know, when they did work out and then didn't like see the results that I had, they're like, okay, wait, what? So now I have to like swap and show less of my workouts, because that's only like what, 30 minutes of our whole day, and then show them the rest of the, you know, 23.5 hours.
Yeah, no, that is honestly a perfect example, because like Kelly went live earlier in my Blissfully Fit Club, and it was so funny. The feedback that everyone got for questions was all about the workout.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because, like, to me, yes, move your body every single day. That's going to definitely help you reach your goals. But me and you both know you have to put work in so many other areas. Like nutrition is huge.
Yeah. Huge.
Mindset is huge. So, yeah, no, great point. That's also really good that you notice that about yourself. Like, notice like, okay, so I'm showing them this, and I need to start showing them more of this. That's good to do.
Yeah. So, I mean, you'll see my workouts in there.
You want to audit me?
What?
You want to audit me? Tell me, watch my stuff. Tell me what I need to do different, please.
You got it, girl. Anything to earn some money nowadays. No, I'm just kidding.
Serious.
Oh, sugar.
So Master Your Mean Girl, I have not actually read.
Okay, so I have not read it yet. So it sounds like a good like book that I need to read though, because I feel like we are so good at being mean girls, whether it's to ourselves or so judgy with other people, that it's probably a really good one for all women in general just to read, to master that mean girl inside of us, whether it's about ourselves or other people.
Yep, because that is so true. We are the hardest on ourselves.
We are the hardest on ourselves. And it's like, I wish we weren't. I'm glad
we're gonna get there. We're getting way better than we used to be.
I'm glad I know what I know now. I just wish I would have known it a lot sooner.
Yes, for sure. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing this.
Okay. Phew, because now I can see myself. Before I was literally talking to just you. I'm like, I can't see myself. I don't know what's happening.
Like, am I even in the picture or what? Or what? So we are going to upload that document into our Rise and Inspire group right on Facebook. And if you guys have suggestions for us, let us know. Drop them in the group, DM us, whatever it may be. Yeah. And then next week is Christmas, and Kelly and I are actually not going to be getting on Tuesday.
Yeah, let's play that by ear.
We're not going to.
Oh, we're not. Yeah, that's right. We're not. Just kidding. No, we're definitely not.
I'll have miles, and I promise you all that it will not happen. he would be like, here. He'd be like, Kelly.
I know. I would try to be grabbing him through the phone because I don't get my Miles snuggles with this whole, stay in your own home type deal. So I have to love him through our video. And it's hard when they're little.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I just snuggle him.
But we're hoping that the following week, it would probably be Tuesday, but we're kind of up in the air with how everything goes.
But what she said.
But we're gonna end 2020, this crazy year, with a little bit of goal setting for 2021. And I am actually opening up the invite to all for a little goal setting party that I'm going to be having at Blissfully Fit Club. But I'm just going to open up to everybody. There's going to be like PDFs that people can print. And I think this sounds bad, but I think everyone has so high hopes for 2021. And I have some serious high hope because 2020 was 2020. But I think we have to develop a plan, right?
Yeah.
Like we're gonna have to get a plan if we want actual stuff to happen. Because
like a plan, but like follow through.
Yeah, like let's actually do it.
Yeah, like not just say we're gonna and then like do it for a month and then give up and then join back come end of December, but like follow through. We'll be each other's accountability partners no matter what it is.
Yes. And that's a great point, Kel. We should get accountability partners, like people to like pair up a little bit. I mean, like obviously like, Kelly and I are huge accountability partners with each other. But one thing I know that like we have talked about is like maybe in 2021 making this a podcast. Like how cool would that be? And we got to like discuss how are we gonna get from here to there?
Right. And make money.
We're not all about the money, but times are hard right now. So it's a little different. It's a little different.
I know.
Times are it's hard.
So definitely
had a different life before, I think.
I was going to say it's definitely led us to adapt to different situations and like helped us. I mean, here's one thing about, I feel like 2020 is something good to say about it is it's forced you really to be with the people in your own home or your surroundings. Like my family and I, we always kind of did family stuff and my kid's not one to like have like me. I always had a friend over every single weekend of day of my life.
I was at her house.
Yeah, see, but my kiddo, we kind of just do like family time all the time. So this was really nothing new to us, but I know it's forced other people to kind of go outside their comfort zone or what they're used to doing and really like adapt to the situation, which can be a good life learning experience.
Yes, for sure.
So let's look at it that way.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, anyway, we'll be back in 2 weeks. As always, reach out to us, jump into our Rise and Inspire stuff group, and maybe we can give a little bit more to that too this week since we're going to be out next week.
Yeah.
And yeah,
definitely.
That's all I got.
Me too. I'm with you. Jump in our Facebook group and get the PDF she's going to put in there, right?